Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of the DRM Gamecast. I'm your host, Mr. Black Magic, and here with me, DOA Head.
Yay.
Always cheerful. Mr. Randall Snore.
RTM. And I'm changing my name to RTM. I'm playing so much Metro.
I hear that.
And our special guest this week, Smrnov. Welcome to the show, Smrnov.
Thank you very much.
For those who don't
so
know,
disappointed.
Smrnov just hits 1 million Gamerscore, second person in the world to do so. Congratulations, sir.
But more
Thank you.
importantly, first Canadian. Which is almost as good as first in the world, right?
That's right.
First Canadian, first in his neighborhood, first in his house. All that good true achievements filter stuff.
You don't know that. His daughter could have done it.
So she's just been playing offline for 10 years. She's only 12, but she managed to start young.
So how does it feel now they're at 1 million?
Oh, it's good. It was. I think it was a bigger milestone for all the watchers along the way than for me. I was happy around last November when I got my 100,000 games done. But it was great. Microsoft Canada really treated me well. A lot of crowd support there. It was a good time.
Yeah, that was pretty cool timing with that the whole Xbox Canada Expo thing, whatever it's called, and
Yep.
you being from Canada. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Are you from
they kind of
Canada
call
originally?
it. No, I was born in California, but
You
I've been in
fake
Canada. I've been in Canada for I want to say about 20 years. So longer in Canada than I was in the U.S. So
I like in the video of you doing the million. You just like walk up there, unlock the achievement, it's done. Like
no, they edited that down. It was actually about 20 minutes of gameplay, and there were actually a lot of questions from the audience while I was playing. They just pared it down for YouTube.
Well, yeah, because
Oh.
I watched it and it was like, all right, here I'm gonna start, and then it like cut, and you're like, all right, and I'm at the final boss, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to just do a fight either. So what I did was I actually just warped up to the first waypoint that was closest to that and fought through a level and played through and kind of answered some questions. And from there, popped it. I actually was a little under leveled for the fight. My initial, it was my second achievement choice for the game, but I just couldn't get to level 70 fast enough. So I was only level 40 something playing him on
So what was your original choice going to be
Above and Beyond.
Above and Beyond?
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually think Triumph and Sacrifice is more fitting.
Yeah, I think it was. I was happy with the choice. I mean, I didn't want it to be something that would just, Plus, leveling up kind of isn't as interesting to watch, right? As fighting
No.
Diablo.
Well, you
So,
could have been at like 69 and, a smidge and just killed somebody and boom.
Yeah.
Done.
So.
So I have a question. It's like when I watched the video, this immediately came to my mind. We all know, everybody who plays Xbox One, that achievements sometimes will just tend to glitch for whatever reason and just lock 100%.
Yep.
Were you worried?
Absolutely,
That
I
you get
didn't
up
play
there-
Xbox One that whole week. Even in trying to line the score up, I was worried that it would not, something might pop beforehand or after. So I didn't use Xbox One in the week leading up to it, and I warned them. I said, I'm sure you guys probably don't even, because they didn't. The Xbox Canada people were very appreciative of the milestone and what was going down, but they didn't quite know all the ins and outs as we do of the achievement system itself.
Man.
So they, I said this could happen. I'll have a plan B. I'll either, advance to the next act and talk to the Mystic or do something to get us there. But, just be aware it may or may not happen. I also said I may or may not die, so you guys might get to watch me do the Diablo fight again too. So.
So what was Plan B? I'm kind of curious. What was
Yeah. Well, the other achievement I thought about doing was in Spartan Assault. There's one called Brute Force. So that was kind of a possible. They had it on the console for me if I needed it. To fire that up, or how to, not socket an item, but talk to the Mystic or something like that. But I wouldn't have been happy with the lesser, achievement, both in name and in hitting it on the dot necessarily. So.
Well, not only does the whole 100% lock thing happen, but there was like an outage the next day
Yeah,
wasn't there?
I know.
So that would
I
have
had
really
just got an
sucked.
achievement before the outage, and I've got a fairly long streak going too, right? So if that also made getting the score a challenge because I had to, I wanted to keep getting at least an achievement a day without going over. Because once I really started laying down the achievements, it went a little faster than I expected.
What is your streak
Yeah.
at? I know it's over 1,000.
1200 and yeah, it's like
Yeah.
1270-ish. So I didn't want to give that up.
You just bring your Xbox on all vacations and.
Oh yeah, I've got two games cases. I have a 360 in one and a one in another. But
can't say
it's a
that.
lot
That's how I
easier with
do
the
it. I brought
phone and
my
the tablets and
360 to
everything, right?
Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, I brought one to Europe when I was in Europe last summer, and actually kept tripping the circuit breaker in the condo we rented, so I had to buy a PAL box and just swap out the power bar with mine.
I'll just go pick up another one.
Well, I figured, you might as well bring it back with you and have it for use. So.
So how many of the limited editions are you gonna buy?
Well, Microsoft actually gave me a Sunset Overdrive console, so I had one pre-ordered, but I'm going to.
What was that?
Wait,
at
they
the
gave it to you
Canada
as in
thing?
like they have it already? You have it already, or it's
Yeah. They
get
gave it to me.
fixed?
I had it at the show. They actually were mailing me all the swag they gave me at the show. So they wanted me to do an unboxing because they said it's gonna be the first one open in Canada or maybe worldwide even. So. But
I
yeah.
thought they handed it to you right here. I'm like, wait, so you've got like a code for Sunset Overdrive? You could just type
Yeah.
in.
Well, it was in the bag. I mean, I had it in my hands on the stage, but they're shipping me everything afterwards, so I don't have to carry around the show and stuff. So. But yeah, I'll have it probably tomorrow or hopefully this week for sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you'll have to tell us what you think about that.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. What other
it's
swag
digital
did you
code,
get?
so I doubt it'll be playable. Really awesome Xbox jacket, tons of shirts, some. I got a year of live.
Yeah, you're alive. That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Gee,
You're alive
thanks.
ain't cheap, you know.
Yeah.
He just adds it to the stack.
Xbox money. They actually gave me some money, like some live codes for that. Every day one game, so they gave me all the launch titles, all Microsoft titles.
Which you already probably all owned anyways.
I do,
Right?
but I appreciate the thought, right? It's still the thought. These are, the nice boxes and stuff. Some of them I had digitally, so that's cool. Lots of shirts, lots of actually lunch bags and other cool stuff with Xbox logos. They actually gave me a license plate holder from Xbox Racing, which actually will go nicely with my Gamertag license plate. So.
The Xbox soccer jersey you were wearing, did they give that to you too? Or was that
No, I
just
got
a-
that in Seattle last year. That's a Sounders jersey, right? Yeah.
Speaking of your gamer tag, I recently found out that it's not based on the liquor.
I think that is correct. Actually,
you're
anytime I drive
killing me.
across the border, the customs agent thinks it's my license plate's because of liquor too. So. They was like, "Yeah, you bringing back any alcohol?" I'm like, "No, you sure?"
Oh, your license plate says Smrnov?
Yeah, exactly. So.
Well, tell everybody what it does mean, unless it's a secret.
No, it's not a secret. I think it's been out there. So the first three letters are my initials. What happened is I had a friend when I started on the Xbox, the old one, who said, hey, there's this live thing, but if you sign up, you get a month for free. So if you keep signing up again, you'll get another month for free. I mean, not understanding that you lose all your saves and progress if you do it that way. So the first month was November when I signed up for live. So it was my initials plus NOV for November. Was to be followed by SMRDEC is the next one. But yeah, that's kind of the history there. It was and it does sound like the alcohol, so it's nice from that standpoint too. But yeah.
That's slightly
Smear Deck
different
doesn't have
version.
his, yeah. Can you imagine if it
That's
was
not
like
quite the way
Smear Fab?
Barney told that story. He said November was your birth month.
No,
When-
no, I'm not a
okay.
November kid. No, it's it was actually November the month when I signed up for live. So
Well, we've got some questions for you and some from some fans.
okay.
So first off, so what's your new goal now, if any?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a change much in what I'm doing or how I'm playing. I like to keep working on the completions and getting more games done. I'd like to go fill in some of the stuff that I started, Diablo, some of the other games that I kind of rushed through to get some points. But honestly, not much in the way of different play. I mean, I'm playing the way I like to play, so I don't know why I would change it up at this point.
Come on, you know you want 1 million completions.
Yeah, well, maybe 2,000. Let's focus there, but that's still a ways off anyway. I'd like to get actually, more role-playing points and completions in the bag. That's always been one of my favorite genres. So as far as moving up on a leaderboard or doing something, that's probably kind of what I'd like to do.
No 2 million goal or anything?
No.
2 million just doesn't have the same kind of thing.
I was gonna
as
say.
1 million, It's just kind of like 1 million's
maybe
kind
10
of like,
million. You're adding a digit, right? At least.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. 10 million's the only real goal after that, but who the fuck would do that? I mean,
Yeah.
Microsoft releases like 5 games a week every week for a long time. Maybe you can get there.
I don't know.
Kinda
10 million? Even
10
5
million's
games
yeah.
a week. Be like 20 games a week. I don't even think I have time to play them.
Well,
When they
kinda
release
going
the
off
Xbox 2, it'll be 5,000 Gamerscore per game, so that'll speed it up.
Yeah.
Going off the whole goal thing, Hayato Uchiha wants to know if you'll be going for the #1 Xbox One completionist spot.
I mean, there's too many guys who made that their focus from launch. I guess the only way that would happen is if
Hey, keep me out of this.
if I have the longevity over some of those people, right? I mean, that's the one thing I tend to have over others is I do tend to stick with something a little longer. But I do want to get my Xbox One completions up and my other completions. I mean, I've never stopped trying to finish things. It's just I'm not afraid to start something new in the meantime.
Yeah.
You're breaking DOA's heart here. He had his heart and eyes set on #1.
Fuck, I do. Although I will say, I actually think the 1,000 completions is more impressive than the 1,000,000, personally. But that's probably because I'm more of a completionist, so...
Well, I mean, when I mentioned that when I was doing the Q&A with the crowd, that actually got a bit of a cheer from the crowd too. So yeah, I don't think you're the only one there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can, play a bunch of games and just get 500 here, 500 there, but 1,000 completion. I have like 350 or something. Like.
I mean, I play a lot of games. We all play a lot of games. Like I think on my tag I have like 960 games played, which I consider quite a lot. You've actually completed more games than I've played. Which I mean, like
yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
I think I play a shitload. So the fact that you've completed
and
more
you
games
finish a game too, right? I mean, when you play a game, you sit down and finish it.
I
too,
try to.
I've always appreciated that. Yeah, I thought that was a good thing.
I'm not like DOA where I won't play a game if I can't finish it. Like I'll actually play Minecraft, and if I can't finish it, I can't finish it. But I never let
That's
that.
different. I just have no interest in Minecraft.
Yeah,
Unless
well,
Pan runs me through it, then fine, whatever.
Then of course, then you'll play it.
Well, yeah, if Pan or Bill runs me through it, sure, I'll play it, and just let it run for the 37 hours. They're done. But otherwise, fuck that.
I mean, any game I've started or even haven't started and isn't finished, I have, right? It's just, to me, the completion is kind of when I can say I can get rid of the game because that's kind of my digital collection, right? It's there, it's not going
but
anywhere.
You never know these days if you can get rid of the game or not because.
Yeah, but I'm so far
DLC.
behind. Yeah, but I'm so far behind on games. I'm not usually playing the most recent stuff, right?
What do you think about challenges then? You don't really care about them?
I'm #1 in challenges. Did you not know that?
Oh, I did not know that. I don't like. I don't pay attention to challenges whatsoever. My motto is.
I knew that. Come on.
My motto is that if it doesn't give Gamerscore, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. For me, I mean, I missed 3 challenges so far. There's the one you had to pay $70 for on Xbox Fitness. There's the I didn't prestige quick enough on Call of Duty. And I didn't, the Insanity Beach workouts, those were hard. I actually tried to pause and go back to it later, but my one Xbox that I have the Kinect hooked up to with this play space to actually do workouts, it was wireless, and every time I paused and came back to it, I would like lose connection, have to start the whole thing over, so I said screw it. But other than those 3, so far I've kept up on it. I mean, I'm debating whether I would or wouldn't. It's kind of one of those things where I didn't really plan on, beating it or staying #1 in it, so if I lose it, I don't know that I'm going to, lose any sleep over it. But
how'd you
for the
feel
time
when
being,
that one app gave like 95 challenges?
Oh, I don't count apps for anything.
But doesn't those count?
he was ecstatic.
But weren't those considered challenges though? That Brazil app thing, like for the World Cup, weren't those actually considered challenges?
The filter I use on
achievements?
TA takes out the games, takes out
Oh,
the
okay.
apps. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm talking just game-based challenges that I'm never running.
Speaking of challenge, I saw Metal Gear added another set of
Yeah.
challenges.
Well,
Exact
Crimson
same
my
thing
Dragon.
Xbox
with
One
number
games I
two.
haven't gotten rid of yet because of the challenges. I've got all my Xbox One titles still.
Oh
So wait, you
man.
actually trade
So
them in? You don't have like a wall of games like Silva?
I have a wall of games because I still have everything I haven't started or have not finished. So it's still a really huge closet that I got of games, but the stuff I finished is gone. Yeah.
So when does the moratorium on when you can get rid of a game? Because you know they could always add
If the
achievements.
if the
Like, is this
publisher's
like
folded, if the game's been out for a couple
game's been out for a
years,
couple years?
If the
It's
publisher
okay to get rid
closes
of.
down, everyone gets fired.
yeah,
That's a good sign. I can
yeah,
trade in.
yeah. When they shut down the online servers, that's usually a good sign that the game's done. Those types of things.
So not unless it's
I've
like
had to
for
rebuy
sure.
a game when I've traded it in before. I've had to rebuy it to go back and play the DLC before.
Which game was it?
Couple of them. I can't think of which off the top of my head. What's that DLC in the last about 6 months or so that was kind of older?
Dead
It was
Rising?
one of those. Yeah. No, Dead Rising was. That's on one. I've still got on my one games.
I remember that was
Uh,
one I deleted and had to re-download because I thought it was done because all the season
yeah.
pass was out, and then they had that surprise DLC at E3. It's like, damn it!
Well, there was even Need for Speed Pro Street. I traded that one in because I thought they were never going to fix it, and they actually did fix the one achievement, right? So I had to go get another
Right.
copy of that one. So not the glitch, but the race week they didn't run, right?
Yeah.
So are you already like counting your $1,000 from the King of Completions tournament? So
No.
somebody can beat you.
Rand, every time I'm in a contest, I say it's never a sure thing, right?
Dude,
Yeah, but I mean,
that's just being modest. You have that shit in
No.
the bag. That is no way
I've been
you're
looking
not
at some of the
losing it.
people. I mean, some people are better at the Guitar Hero games than me. Some people are better at arcade games than me. So
Yeah, the way the rules are set up, though, it's I don't know. That tournament is a really good idea. I like the idea a lot, but it needs to be structured in a way where it would only last a month or so, or maybe 1 year at max.
Well, I think if you don't show progress, it's kind of you default on winning, right? Or at least going up against your head-to-head match. I wasn't initially sold on the whole prey, hunter prey type
Picking your
structure,
yeah.
but yeah, I came around to it, but still, I think you have to make sure that there's progress. I mean, if somebody's off doing their own thing or disappears for a month or whatever, then I think there has to be a way to kind of pull them out.
Yeah.
But if you look at most people in it, it's people who are around a lot, right? I mean, for at least for the upper tier of the contest that I have to choose from, as far as targets.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't really have a whole lot of options to who you want to pick.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's because Smrnov has no peers when it comes to completion. It's just him and then everybody else below him.
it's the one thing about comparisons that always kind of makes me chuckle a little bit, right? Because everybody says, "Oh, well, your completion percent's not all that great." I'm like, okay, but we're talking about volume here. Like, have you, it's because there's no stat, right? You can't see that when you look at the, when somebody looks at your profile in live, they can't tell how many games you finished. But Microsoft does show that one percentage up there, right? Which kind of makes it hard to.
How many games have you played?
1,700 and something.
God, 800 more than me? My lord.
1,700.
So, yeah. So I mean, yeah, percentage-wise, 1,000 isn't as high as some people, right? But it's still.
So out of those 1,700,
mm-hmm.
What is your favorite game that you've played just for achievements?
Well, I mean, there's been some games that like one that comes to mind is Homefront. I don't really play a lot of online games, but I had a blast with that one online, and you really couldn't boost it all that much. I mean, you could get a whack of copies, but at the end of the day, you still had matches that you're playing with people, and I didn't mind playing those with people. Like sometimes I just get frustrated with people when I'm playing online. It's like, I
thought for sure you were gonna say Quake 4.
No, yeah, exactly. That's kind of one of those games you spend so much time with, you kind of have to like it a little bit, but.
And then you hate everybody you boosted.
I
don't want to see you for 5 more months.
Well, I did that one mostly myself for Quake 4, right? I have a closet with some Xboxes hooked up to a security monitor, and it's on the
Yeah, I've
network.
heard
So what I
about
can
this.
do is, yeah, I can actually have a wireless controller for 4 consoles on my desk, and then a little screen displaying the output for all 4 kind of cut up, and I can just push A on each one to kick off the match and stuff like that. So for things like Quake, where it's $2 a disc, it's not a big deal to fire up a bunch of copies and go for it.
I remember doing Quake 4. I was like, no thanks.
He looks like Marty's son in Back to the Future Part 2.
That's why I was
Watching
happy
like
when
10 TVs at once.
I was happy when inversion glitched on me. I was like, no. Thank God.
The truth finally reveals itself.
I was happy. I was
the
happy it
alleged
glitched on me.
glitch.
Look, if I didn't want to do it, I was like, I'm fucking done. It glitched on me. I lost my save.
Did you ever do inversion, Smrnov?
No, it's on my list. I'll get to it.
That's
Don't play it.
That one's
Don't
an
play it.
experience right there. That builds friendships.
Or
That's
ruins
them.
friendships.
Well, what are the other bad? There was Legendary was a pretty bad boost too. Randy, you're part of that, right? When we did
No,
Legendary
I
back in the
didn't.
day.
I did not play Legendary.
Oh, no?
We did. We did Dark Messiah before Party Chat.
Yeah, no, I remember
when
Dark
the
Messiah.
game had
yeah,
no
yeah,
game
yeah,
chat.
Yeah. That was fun to coordinate who was getting what when too, right?
Yep.
Everybody's running around doing their own thing and. trying to
Mega
get
was
everybody
drawing
to
dicks
win.
on the wall with spells and stuff. Yep.
Yep.
Drawing dicks with spells.
Yeah, because he gets bored.
You know,
And he likes
it's a
drawing
Mega.
dicks. Yeah.
Then those conflict ones where you have to get all 32 people or whatever all together and paying attention and connect to each other.
Homefront, that's your favorite for achievements?
Yeah, that was my pleasant surprise when I was playing a game for the achievements. Homefront. Probably another one that it's hard to say because there's so many genres that I'll just play the game and like the game anyway. But Civ Rev again was a pleasant surprise.
Oh yeah, great game right there.
I mean, but I like strategy games, right? So again,
Yeah.
it's not I would have played it, but I liked it probably a little more than I thought I would have. And then Rage actually was another pleasant surprise. I thought that was a pretty good game.
Yeah, Rage was pretty good.
Could have done without that DLC though.
It's not as bad as Mad Moxie.
What about your worst game that you played for achievements then?
Pit My Ride.
No, there's worse than Pimp My Ride.
Planet 51.
Yes, Planet 51 and Space Chimps are right up there.
One of mine was
Our
definitely
Victory on the
Beats
PC
Robinsons.
is really high up there. Have you played that on the PC?
I played it on the 360. That game's trash.
Yeah, on the PC, eventually what would happen is you had to change your resolution if you actually wanted to have a level finish or get achievements to stick. So once you ran out of resolutions, you're kind of screwed on the grenades.
What?
Yeah, it was a really glitchy game. So that's pretty high on the list of things that were not fun. The multiplayer wasn't all that great either, right? It was kind of a lot of people needed. So.
I don't even
Meet
know
the
what mine would
Robinsons
be.
for me. Meet the Robinsons was awful.
Shit.
A lot of people give Wally hate, and I just don't get that one because I didn't mind Wally. I don't know why all the hate's there for that one.
I didn't get Wally either. I enjoyed Wally.
Ratatouille was pretty bad, also.
Yeah,
Yes,
some of the
Ratatouille was pretty
requirements on that one sucked. Yeah, I agree.
Nothing's worse than Worms Battlegrounds, though.
Mine maybe just because it's current, but fucking Halo Spartan Assault. Fuck that game.
Hater,
Not getting
hater.
the Halo love. I know.
I know.
Boring. Oh hell.
I don't know. I didn't love it, but I thought it was fine.
All right, well, we got a couple more questions from the fans. So, A Falcon 90 wants to know if there's a weight off your shoulders feeling now that your goal has been achieved, pun intended.
Yeah, see, and again, I think that goes back to the fact that I think me getting the million was a bigger deal and hyped up a little more to others than it was for me. It kind of came as a result of me doing what I want to do, right? So it's not so much a weight off my shoulders. I'm glad it went well. I wasn't that nervous there, other than the fact that I might die to Diablo or something stupid like that. But it would have been embarrassing. Hold on, gotta start the fight again.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, it's not so much a weight off my shoulders. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it and got so much out of it. But yeah,
I was just thinking. You said your other achievement you were looking for was above and beyond, right, for the level 70.
Yep.
Was it going to be the hardcore? Because it's above and beyond.
No, I was
hardcore.
gonna do the hardcore play. No, there's
That
two
would
of
have
them,
been
right?
sweet. Above and Beyond, and then right next to it, hardcore. That'd been badass.
Yeah, yeah. I'm worried about getting the level 30 in hardcore in the 360 version still right now. I don't know about level 70 yet.
Oh, that'd been cool achievement.
Yeah. Yeah, that you die right at 69 when you're trying to.
Yep.
Oh, there goes my character in my save.
Like, hold on 1 second, guys, and then press start, go to manage game, delete your local save, and then re-download it from the cloud.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
So, Janny Westerling wants to know your thoughts on being a gaming parent. Is it hard to juggle being a parent and playing games so much? And Annie wants to know if you've ever felt like you've neglected your kids or
No, not
family.
really. I mean, one of the reasons I switched to console gaming was I used to do MMOs a lot, and the problem with an MMO is it's hard to pause. It's hard to give attention to your kid or do whatever you need to do. Simply because you're in this raid with 40 other people and you're the one pulling everything and have to line all the targets up. So that's not really as conducive to family life as a console where I can push the start button and pause the game. Um, that's 100% one of the reasons I play on console now instead of PC. Was to be around for the family, around for my daughter. The good news is she likes to play too. So she's really into Skyrim right now. And as she gets older too, it goes more from the Minecraft that I appreciate Minecraft, but I also just don't have the time to sit around and do whatever interesting thing you want to try to build in it, right? So it's kind of neat to see her evolving more into the games that I play and that kind of thing. I think the other thing about being a gaming parent that an active gaming parent gives you is you see so many parents where their kids 10 and crying about not being able to play Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, if your kid's crying about not being able to play the game, they're probably not of the age that they should be playing the game, and it's just
Yeah,
I let my daughter get away and play some games, but that one's off. I also know which ones to keep her away from. So.
Well, yeah,
So
I
you
really
only have
hate
one
all
kid?
all those
Yeah,
arguments.
yeah, I have one daughter. Yep.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yep.
DWay's over here like, get your numbers up.
Yeah, I got 4 daughters.
I was saying, yeah, I got 4, but none of them are interested in gaming. At least,
Yeah.
which I guess goes good for you. I was just say.
DOA, his daughter is playing Skyrim. We've yet to get you to play Skyrim. I think there's something wrong there.
I haven't played Skyrim yet either.
Oh man, jeez.
It's really high on my list. I just
That's what
role-playing
happens
games.
when you have daughters, Rand. You can't play Skyrim. It's a rule.
Yeah, and role-playing games are something I like to do on weekends. When I can completely focus more on the gameplay, versus a few hours in the evenings or whatever, where it's more focused. So I just need a couple good weekends where I can line it up and get it done.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Is there maybe there's no answer to this, but is there a game out there that gave you the most trouble trying to complete it? Like either one that you didn't have like enough skill to complete it, like say like a Guitar Hero game, or something that you just no matter how hard you tried to do it, you just couldn't get that last achievement.
Well, Call of Duty Ghosts. we had a regular group of guys, and we'd been trying for a really long time, and we finally got some help right at the end with people who are better at it than we were. So.
A true legacy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
legacy.
Yeah. I wasn't sure they wanted to call out. I mean, I'm happy to thank them for it. I just
we've already
they
called
wanted a
them
lot
out.
of people bugging it. All right. Yeah. They.
I think
they
Rand
definitely.
called him out on the other one too.
Yeah, they ran me through. Him and Duke ran me through all 4 of them.
Yeah.
On the
Yep.
Xbox One because I got left behind by my group.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Bullshit. I was gonna say.
Well, the problem is, I think a group of 4 really hurts you more than it helps you. Like I think 3 is the magic number in that one, and we had a group of 4 that me, TJ, Herb, and Monkey. We've been working on it forever, and I think it was throwing too much at us for us, at the skill level we were at. So.
I think we did all of them as a group of 4, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I know our group kind of changed a little bit because like Rand was there for the retail and they got rid of it, and then I don't even remember who all we did them with. I know we did at least one with Pig, 2 with Pig, and then one with Legacy, and then the last one Rand finally came back.
Just like I said it would when they put that shit on sale. I'm not paying full price for that crap.
So that was the only DLC we did with Rand was the last one because he finally decided to join us.
Yeah. Well, they definitely made the teeth easier, and that helped a lot too, right? The more perks you buy.
Well, especially if you're Legacy, good lord.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised they didn't put that out where you can actually buy teeth with real money.
I know that I'm sure they would have made a ton on it.
Yeah, they would have. DOA would have bought all of them when we were doing it. All right, guys, just get on my back. I'll carry you.
So recently we did our top 10 Xbox Live Arcade games. It's kind of going along with that, but NJC Omega wants to know what your top 3 live-enabled games are. Basically 360, Xbox One, phone, arcade, retail, but any Xbox game, pretty much.
So any platform, not just okay. Just making sure.
Well,
it
yeah,
wasn't
I mean,
arcade.
just
so long as the game's on your card.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, the original BioShock always wins, right, for me. The graphics for the time, the gameplay for the time, just everything about that game, I really loved it. It's probably less interesting for people now that everything's out of the bag on it, but when you're playing through it the first time, I was pretty happy with it. That's one of the reasons I didn't mind the stacks.
I paid $100 to get that game early, a week early.
Yeah.
And I never paid for anything.
You know what's funny is that might be my best game I played for achievements. Like, that was kind of when I first started getting into achievements and didn't really know what BioShock was. And I was like, oh, whatever. People, It was like DOA and Sam were like talking it up, and I just tried
It's
it.
funny because on the Gamerscore podcast we did the top 10 of the generation, and BioShock 1 was my top game of the generation for me.
Yep.
So I completely agree with you.
Yeah, so that one, I mean, having replaying it right now, Diablo, I mean, I always have a soft spot in my heart for Diablo. I played it a ton on PC, both 1 and 2, and this is holding up just as well. However, having played Ultimate Evil Edition, it kind of sucks going back to the 360 version with the pages and all that stuff for the upgrades on the guys.
Magic and DOA right here, they're Diablo haters.
Ah.
And proud of it.
I regret nothing.
I keep on telling them Diablo 3, the Ultimate Edition is fucking awesome.
It's a lot better on the one.
Original.
It's a lot better on the one. I mean, the load times, just the overall graphics, the minor improvements that you don't really know you needed as far as...
The pure 60 frames per second when shit goes getting hectic and it doesn't drop. Oh, beautiful game.
Yep. No, I like it on the one better. It's kind of sucking having to go back and do it again. So anyways, just as a franchise, that is on the platform, Diablo. As a third game, I have a pretty soft spot for Titanfall. I know it's newer, but I had a lot of fun. I haven't played it since the latest patches. Because I'm stuck on the sniper rifle challenge right now, and it's one of those things where I kind of have to walk away for a game for a bit, otherwise it ticks me off.
Snipers suck in that game.
Yeah, it's like, seriously, the only time you can get the guys if you hack into terminal or something like that, right? Because everybody's moving so fast. But
get the ACOG. Once you get the ACOG, it's not so bad.
Okay, I'll have to try that out. But yeah, that's probably up on the list. I mean, it's hard to go back to older stuff, and not everything holds up as well as BioShock when you think back on it, as far as the graphics and the gameplay, right?
Because it's all been improved. Like with BioShock 2 and then BioShock Infinite,
Yep. So yeah, that's probably my short list. I'm pretty excited about Evolve though. Got to play that last weekend.
So you got to play it?
Oh yeah, they had it. I went to PAX East in Boston, and the line was capped the entire weekend that I was there at 4 hours to wait in line to play the game. I went to Fan Expo, and in 10 minutes I was through the line to play the game. So it's was the way to do it for sure.
So I must be missing something because everybody that's played it says it's fucking awesome, but it doesn't really come across well in like trailers and stuff. So you're saying it's pretty amazing actually getting your hands on?
Did you get to play it with the full 5 people for?
Yes. Yeah, they had the booth set up, so there was 4v1 the whole time. So that you are getting the full experience there. I do hope that with the delay they're adding some degree of AI, because it would still be nice to be able to just sit down and play a match too, right? Or even hone your skills a little bit. But yeah, no, I mean, what it has over Titanfall is jetpacks, which are awesome. So.
Did you get to play as the monster?
No, I didn't get to play as the monster. I was actually the assault class, but still pretty awesome. the monster ended up winning, but our medic didn't quite understand the healing gun. So it was really just 3 of us without a medic. So
Smrnov throwing the medic under the bus.
My wife was playing the medic.
Oh, threw him under the bus. And it just so happens your daughter was the monster.
No, my daughter was the assault. So yeah, no, it was. Sorry, not the assault, the trapper. She actually was pretty good at throwing down the mobile arenas and stuff. So, I mean, it is kind of interesting the whole, trying to get the monster before they evolve because they actually get more skills and there's a lot of strategy to it that's kind of cool. We'll see how it holds up, but I mean, Titanfall kind of had that similar online model, right? So I would imagine it's going to be fairly well fleshed out. I mean, these guys do have a history of making that type of game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You play anything else interesting there?
They had Call of Duty there. I didn't get a chance to get hands-on with it. I was kind of busy that day. They had Sunset Overdrive, and I didn't get to play it, but I saw it, and I think Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon, actually, I'm pretty excited for. Just because it's nice to have that open world Forza, right?
It's the only good Forza. Forza Horizon. Yeah. Good Forza.
I'm kind of done with the loops, right? You're ready to kind of get out of a loop and break out and do a little more. But the rain looks great. The water effects are awesome. And the graphics and the handling are going to be good, right? So.
Yeah, that game looks
Broke
awesome.
Dio his heart by not playing Sunset.
I did get to play Far Cry 4 too.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, if you like 5 minutes.
He's just naming out all like my. There's only 4 games I plan on buying.
Kevin?
I know. There's only 4 games I plan on buying this holiday. It's like 3 of them.
Yeah, the
right
hands-on.
there.
I mean, it felt pretty good, but it was super long loading screens. I hope they get that squared away before launch.
Well, isn't it where it's like a long initial loading screen and then none after that?
I don't know, because the guy in front of me died when they passed us all through the demo, and I just picked it up after he died, and it was that long of a loading screen, so I don't know. And it was the PS4 controller, which...
Ew.
Yeah, I actually had to look down at my hands a few times to move around, right? It's like, oh, come on. So, but yeah, the graphics were nice. I didn't really get much out of the gameplay or the loading screens from it, but it did look good. And Assassin's Creed was only a dev run-through demo, so I didn't actually wait in line for that one. If it was hands-on, I might have done it, but no, Halo wasn't there. No.
Oh, I thought
Call of Duty was actually behind screens everywhere
maps.
too. They had some Master Chief. Yeah, they had the map. They had a demo loop going on the big screen that I actually did the million on. So they had some of the maps and stuff going on that. But
oh, okay. I thought maybe they'd have
type.
one or two of the new maps playable there or something.
No. If it was, I missed it. But the only thing that was in the roped off section I thought was Call of Duty. Like they actually had screens above the Call of Duty screen, so we could take a picture behind people playing and stuff like that. So.
What do you mean roped off? Like it was like press only or something?
Well, no, it was playable by people, but they didn't have it so you could see it from the show floor. Like they had like partitions up.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was like press only.
No.
You commenters get on.
No. They did Disney Infinity was there, Marvel too. I didn't get a chance to play that one. Evo was playable as well, but I didn't get a chance to play that one. Lego Batman 3. A few others were there too. But again, the fan expos, it's great, but like the gaming is like a corner of it, right? It's more like Comic-Con as far as having TV stars there and huge comic book sections and things like that.
Oh, okay.
If you want to go for gaming, go to a PAX.
Yeah.
Are you into all that stuff? Did you go check out all the movie stuff? Any of the panels?
Yeah, I mean, I went through. No, I didn't go to too many of the panels. My schedule was kind of. I was there with the 4-day pass, but I didn't stay for Sunday, and I went pretty much on Thursday. You get early access if you have a 4-day pass, and I kind of went through all the lines that I saw day one. Then that's when I got to play Evolved and stuff. And then on the Saturday, I was obviously kind of busy. And then on the Friday, we went a little bit. I'm kind of the dad who everybody else sends their kids with, who doesn't like that kind of thing. So I was hauling a bunch of kids around on the Friday.
So when did Microsoft contact you about doing the Gamerscore thing? I'm assuming they probably contacted you like well in advance, right?
Well, I've been in touch with those guys whenever they kind of like before the Xbox One launch, things like that. The community manager Raj reached out to me to give me pass into the retail outlet stuff they did and everything else, and we've kind of been in touch since then. This summer, I was kind of like, well, it's looking like my score is going to be around that point for it. Are you interested in having me do there? And they were like, yeah, absolutely. And then I kind of had to start planning and figuring out how many points a day I needed, and then if I went too many points over, how was I going to keep going, all that kind of fun stuff. But really, it's probably the last month or so beforehand that I really decided to push and go for it.
Yeah, that's too much for me. I was like, let me know when the new game's out. I'll play what I feel like.
I've been playing Gamerscore for a long time, right? I mean, between GSLs and everything else, it's you can plan it. The head-to-head ones were the most fun, in my opinion. But yeah,
I'm surprised you're not in the TA one this time, because they actually let us high Gamerscore people in. Because remember that one year there was like after you and TJ won, they're like, no, we didn't want people like Smrnov and TJ in there, so they put that thing where if your TA is below $1 million.
They did offer to let me do it, but they said I would have been randomly paired with somebody, and if I'm gonna do something, I want to know who I'm who's committed to being
with somebody.
So
yeah, like
here's a couple of people you can carry.
Yeah. So, and they were good about it. I mean, I don't think I blew up quite as some other people were a little more offended than I was, and it's his contest, and people can run their contest the way they want to, right? But yeah, after that one, I don't know if I would do it again. Plus, honestly, before this King Completions thing, I was pretty much, again, I say it all the time, but I was done with competitions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
who's
like
running that anyway?
Planning, I believe, is Gamertag.
No, Planning's not running the. Oh, the GTSC is planning, yeah.
okay. I don't know who's running the other one.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The completion one, like.
That's Blank Kariko, or I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm butchering his gamertag, and I apologize in advance. But.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it was shorter, I'd definitely be down for that. Cause the only achievement competition I've done is the 360 voice Gears of War. What was it? Gears 3 competition. Mm-hmm. I've never really been into the super long ones. That's just.
I never did get my money for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, Barney said he didn't get his money either.
Yeah, I never got my money for that.
You did, didn't you, Rand?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people did. Huh.
Well, they're shut down now, so fuck them. That's what they get for not giving me my money.
Well, another question we got from, actually we just mentioned him, Barney, or Bond007, wants to know, what's your most anticipated game for this year?
Evolve was right up there even before the hands-on, but that's next year now. So what's left this year? I'm actually hoping the Assassin's Creed co-op is playable and goes cool. Dragon Age Inquisition's probably hands down the winner, though, because finally get a role-playing game on this platform, right?
Hey,
which one are you looking forward to more?
Okay, you're right, and it did have turn-based combat, but it was still a platforming role-playing, right? And even Dragon Age, it's still a action RPG, but.
Witcher or Dragon Age?
It's a good question. You know what? I would have said Witcher originally, but some of the gameplay and other things I've seen still makes me lean towards Dragon Age.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm a Dragon Age guy.
You never even played Witcher. That's like asking you, hey,
like shit.
Okay, but well, at least Smrnov's played them both, so we can actually make an.
I haven't played Witcher on the. No, I haven't played Witcher on the 360 yet. So.
Oh God, well, jeez.
See what? If you play Dragon Age, you know that's all you need.
Yeah.
Well, Dragon Age 2, from all accounts, sucked, did it not?
Yeah, it's a very lightweight game. Yeah, but it was still pretty lightweight. I mean, the first one was a much longer game. I found that Dragon Age 2 felt like a pared down version of the first one. I mean, maybe streamlined is a better term, but it still felt shorter to me. But this one looks pretty epic. I don't know. It looks cool. I don't know if it actually will.
It looks better. But you know what's better than Dragon Age DOA? Diablo. So
I'm not saying Diablo sucks, but I've seen it on Twitch. I've been watching my brother play it, and it just doesn't look good.
Go ahead and say it, DOA.
Play it on the one. No. Play it on the one. If you haven't gotten into it, start with the one version. Don't worry about the others.
Did you play the 360 version from a year ago?
I'm still playing. I'm playing it right now, but that's what I started with that for the leveling up, so I could import my character. I was gonna try to get to 60 on the 360 version, and it was going too slow.
Are the missions shorter on the original version before the expansion? 'Cause my brother was saying that, was complaining about it. He doesn't like how the missions were longer. I thought that was I didn't even know that was a thing.
No, they're the same. They just added
Yeah,
the
the act is about
an
the same
act.
length as the other acts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
they
haven't
just
tried the
added Act
adventure mode
5.
stuff yet. Have you done the adventure mode,
Oh,
Brent, or
the adventure
whatever it's
mode
called?
is the best part of the game. Like
Okay.
story mode, I'm not a really big fan of, but adventure mode is just straight combat. Like it's just the best part of Diablo. Straight combat, loot, and then have you done the rifts yet? Like where you get the rift keystones and you open up a rift, and you gotta go in there and kill enough enemies to get a rift guardian.
No, like I said, all I did was play the last act on
It's
the one. Yeah.
it's so good. Like I actually got on there last night, and I'm done with the game, and I have 1,000, and I normally don't go back to games, but I actually got on there the other night to play with Rogue and Sam just to screw around a little bit with my Crusader.
That's cool.
I'm Paragon
High praise.
level 93. I want to get to Paragon level 100, so
Brand's rediscovering what it's like to own a game.
please.
You're talking.
Yeah.
There's no DLC achievements. I got back on the game.
Yeah, but I'm not Rand.
Hey, I have Destiny preloaded, so shut your face.
And then there'll be like a 20 gig patch.
Shut your face.
So you have it downloaded and then you launch the game and please wait, this title needs an update.
Yeah, but better than getting on there and you gotta download the game for like
Yeah,
14 gigs plus that. Yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
matter. Live's not gonna Live's not gonna work on Tuesday anyways.
Yeah. Live or their servers, one or the other will go down for sure, right? That's just the way those launches go.
Barney also wanted to know what your most anticipated game for next year is. Would that be Evolve then?
Yeah, I'll go with Evolve for now. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Since it's into next year now. Like I said, I really hope they're taking the extra time. I know they've still got more monsters and classes they're going to be introducing, but hopefully they can.
all right.
get
Well, he
some
didn't say
single play.
Batman, so delete the show. We'll just start over.
Okay, that's another series I'm way behind on though, right? Like I haven't done
man. You not played Arkham City?
No, I haven't done Arkham
Oh,
City.
man.
Okay, so my problem with Batman is I'm still stuck on those stupid combo challenges, and until I finish the first one, I don't want to go on to the others. So it's kind of
man.
one of those. If I go back to it now, I might do better at it kind of scenarios. That's
Yeah.
kind of the way I find things work, right? You kind of if you.
No,
leave it
I
for long
definitely know
enough-
what you mean.
Yeah.
I've done this even on Batman too. Like stuck on a challenge, get off for an hour, come back, bam, first try.
Yeah, see me,
Well,
I'll
I'm-
get stuck on something and go off for like a year and come back.
I remember with
How do I play this again?
I remember with Batman, people had like the combat challenges. People had a lot of problems with, but like there's a moment when you play it, and the combat challenges it clicks,
Yeah.
and then you'll never
Well,
have
it's
a
a
problem with
timing
it ever
thing,
again.
right? Any of those games where you have something like that, it's just getting that
I wouldn't
timing
even say
down. And
that was it for me. I remember I had a lot of trouble with it, and then I played the game on hard, and then went back to it, and then I didn't have any trouble.
because you have to do better when you're playing that way. Yeah.
Yeah, like on hard, you got to learn to do better. So like
Yeah.
Because
playing
they
it
don't
on
give you the
hard-
props to counter, and then you play it and you do good, and then you go back to play the challenges and they give you the prompts, and now you just played a whole playthrough without them. So it's like
Yeah,
now you
it
have the
suddenly
prompts,
felt
now
so
it's like
much easier.
cakewalk. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So go play it on hard.
There we go.
Definitely, if only for just so you can complete that and go play Arkham City because I love
Well, and
that
plus
game.
once I complete it, that's like 5 games, right? So.
And then Arkham Origins. Although Batman Arkham City is quite a long one, though.
Yeah.
It's got all those combat challenges and predator challenges for every character.
And then Origins, you get multiplayer to do. Enjoy.
Yep.
See, but Smrnov actually enjoyed Homefront, so I think you could find some enjoyment in Batman. Although it'll be dead, but whatever.
Yeah. That's another reason I'm behind the curve, though, right? So I can get on there and just get it in.
So you're by yourself.
It's like my master plan. Get all these
Yeah.
randoms out of here and
Yeah.
there, the whole thing to myself. The way God in Canada intended.
It's that sparse population density strategy, right?
Yeah.
90% of the population on the border.
That's all we got in the way of questions. We can get into some recent news here. guys see the new Xbox Live Rewards program? Rand was raving about it earlier today.
I wasn't necessarily raving about it. I was just
raving.
I wasn't raving. Well, they give you more stuff now.
What are we talking about? I missed this.
They changed the rewards program again.
And?
So, well, remember before when it was based off of Gamerscore? Like the more Gamerscore you had, the different tier and the more percentage back you get on buying stuff.
Yeah, it was like 75k equals legend or some shit.
Yeah, so they got rid of that. So achievements are once again meaningless, right? And your store discount is now based on these VIP stars, right? And so when I looked at mine, I was 3-star, 78% to 4th, and that's 6%. You can go up as high as 5 stars, and it gives you 10% back on all your purchases.
Wait, where do you view this?
It's on the website.
Rewards.xbox.com.
But the way you get stars is you have to spend money on the marketplace, and apparently 1 star is $150. From what I was reading. So if you want 5 stars, you have to spend, what is that, $700.
Is it lifetime or is it renewable over time?
It's got to be yearly because
yeah, it has to be yearly.
I've spent,
I was gonna say, there's no way
more than $750 in my entire time on Xbox. You know.
Probably a few times over.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's yearly. But yeah, if you get to 5 stars, you get 10%, which before I think at the max was 5% back, so you get an extra 5%.
I just looked. My VIP, my star rating, 1 star. Womp womp.
Womp womp. Smirnov's 5-star already.
Smrnov, 10 out of 10 stars.
I'll have to go check, but there's a good possibility.
Well, you get nice little incentive, 10% back.
So it's like they just give you the people that spend the most get the most discounts.
See, I would have preferred a million Gamerscore tier instead, the old program.
How about a 750,000 game tier? Huh? How about that? I like that one. They also put up there more like missions. So one of the things is if you spend $60, or if you buy 3 full price games at $60, by November 18th or 19th or something, they'll give you 20,000 points, which is $20. So essentially spend $180 and get 20 back. Then they got stuff for TV and movies too, like spend so much and you'll get this much back and stuff. But so they revamped it.
Hey, I'm 5 stars.
Oh my god, I knew it.
I was looking it up while you were talking.
Surprise! Surprise!
Wait,
when you buy shitty games like Transformers on demand, yeah, you're gonna be 5 stars.
What is all this shit? It's like VIP status, 5 stars, my achievement status, master, whatever the fuck that means. My passion, no my passion selected.
Passionless.
That pretty much sums me up. I think I'll leave it that way. I think that covers it.
Completing games, completions you should put in there as your passion.
My passion, ...
I got some new movie and TV stuff. Buying TV shows and movies.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Everybody's just looking at shit. Where are we?
You can earn 10,000 reward credits by renting and buying any movie. Earn 4 punches for buying one HD movie.
Then.
Well, yeah, it includes movies and.
They also have this thing where
I
it's
actually
like
rent a lot.
It's interesting because they have this other mission where it's if you download the Games with Gold game and you play it for 10 hours, they'll give you 1,000 points. And if you buy all the DLC for a said game, they'll give you 2,000. So.
Which 1,000 points is $1. So yeah. Hooray. $1.
So did you buy Minecraft already, Smrnov?
No, not yet. I'll get it going. I've actually got something else downloading on my Xbox right now.
Top secret?
He's got the Sunset Overdrive downloading.
Downloading the new patch on your brand new white
perhaps something that stacks.
He's going to have the red stop sign with the line through it next to his name until October 28th.
No, I'm pretty sure the digital code won't work, is my guess once I unpack it. But I'll still try it, but yeah, my guess is it's not playable.
Wonder if they'll make you enter it again, or it'll just prompt you to download it. Like it'll auto start downloading once they.
Yeah, it'd
actually
be cool
boot up.
if it works with the pre-order, like a pre-order code, because if you put it in ahead of time, that would be kind of cool. But I'll let you know.
Well, now they also have the if you buy an Xbox One, what is it, just for September? You get to pick any free game?
Just for next week.
Oh, just next week, huh?
That's why I said it's their version of the Destiny bundle. So.
Is this buy at a specific store or anywhere?
Any retailers, looks like.
So y'all excited for Japanese stacks? I know you are, Smrnov. Come on.
Visual novels all the way.
Well, I know who's not
Well, no, I was talking about the
excited.
stacks. Like, there's already.
No, I know about the
Warriors
stacking. I know,
OEG
yeah.
up.
I would have been okay if they didn't have them this generation, but what are you gonna do?
Don't worry, Xbox One's not going to be around long enough in Japan to get a lot of games anyways.
That's what you said. Could have said the same about the 360, and they still managed to pump them out.
Well, speaking of
think a lot
that, you see the Chinese launch. I mean,
Yeah.
not looking too great over there.
Oh, really?
I saw a report where
Yeah.
at one of the major retailers had one person show up the whole day to buy an Xbox One.
Well, yeah, there was a thing saying like a guy walked into a major retailer and he didn't wait in line. Like he wasn't there early or anything, and he just walked in and he was the first one to get an Xbox One. Like no one was
Yeah.
waiting or anything.
That's not going to do well, DOA. I'm sorry to dash your hopes.
I had no expectations.
The PS4 is not even doing well over there, so.
I'm kind of surprised. I mean, console's been banned so long, all the gamers probably just like,
Well,
we're on
yeah,
PC
they don't
now,
even care.
fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, we've been on PC
It's
for the
too
last
late.
10 years. Yeah.
You talking about China? It hasn't even launched in China yet.
Yeah, China.
It launches in China at the end of the month. It launched in Japan yesterday.
Oh, was it Japan?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of gonna be the start of a joke soon, right? A Japanese gamer walks into a retail store looking for an Xbox One.
And they said, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
He had to fight through the mob and.
Not only are you gonna get Japanese stacks, Smrnov, you're gonna get Chinese stacks.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if anything gets IP or region locked, it'll be the Chinese games.
Well, they already said they are.
Yeah. They already
Well,
locked
the
their
system
internet
is.
down, right?
The
Yeah,
system is, for sure.
But the games might be too. I wouldn't be surprised if the marketplace is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was wondering if you could even like migrate your tag onto a Chinese Xbox, or would it even block you from doing that?
Well, doesn't one of the Koreas they make you actually like have to give them their version of a social security number to actually get on live?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, you can't even connect live without it. Yeah.
Oh,
So I wonder
really?
if they could do something like that.
Man,
Yeah, I was
You have
kind
to-
of like half.
you have to give him the
expecting
equivalent of a social security number to play online.
Yep.
That's
Well, to
believe
connect
it's
live,
one of
yeah,
the-
you have to have that on your account. Yeah.
It's one of the laws in the country or something, isn't it? That's why they had to do it.
Yeah, it's because of the whole StarCraft stuff, right?
Oh yeah, that is right.
that. Wait, what?
StarCraft stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's StarCraft stuff?
Oh, just gamers dying in 24-hour media launches. So actually, after certain hours, if you're under a certain age, you can't play online, and that's how they enforce it.
If you game till you die, I mean, I mean, seriously, who gives a shit? Right?
It happened. The problem is it happened more than once, right? It wasn't like a one-time thing.
Well, I mean, I'm
Don't
just saying, if
forget
you're
it-
just sitting there gaming, it's like no food, no
Yeah,
water,
but DOA,
no
don't
sleep.
forget though, the Koreans, they view video game like Smrnov would be fucking national celebrity in Korea. Like those StarCraft players, they're literally like their versions of like Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Like they are fucking gods over there. So as people play games all day because they want to be like that because they think anybody can do it. So they game and 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 they game.
I mean, you say that, but I don't see Kobe just keeling over from playing basketball for 5
Well,
days straight.
It's because Kobe's a fucking athlete at the fucking peak of his prime, not the peak of his
Well,
prime.
yeah,
but
and
he's
you get tired
conditioned.
playing basketball. You don't get tired.
Some,
playing games.
some fucking kid just wanting to do that stuff is not gonna probably know what he's, how he should, because he got health problems. Fucking develop like, what are that like, stuff in your veins in your legs. You get like
Oh, well, yeah, if you
Deep vein thrombosis, is that what?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Can you imagine Smrnov if you moved to Korea, you'd be like God there, like, oh, Mr. Smrnov, winning Gamerscore, and he'd be like, yes.
But no, you're stuck in Canada. That'll teach you.
Yeah. They get a really high-speed internet over there, but I'm up to 350 gigs, or 350 megabits, so I'm happy.
Damn.
Yeah.
What kind of
got
internet
about
do you have?
28.
Google fucking. No, you don't have Google Fiber.
Definitely
No,
one
we
of the
don't. No.
shittier things about living in America
Fios
is we get the shit internet.
At least you don't pay, though.
Like
We pay per bandwidth, though, right? Like, you get a cap. We have caps on our data and things like that.
Well, I mean, some places have caps in the U.S. I don't, but still, I'm just saying, like, we have pretty much the shittiest internet in the world, except for maybe like third world countries. Even some of them are probably ahead of us.
It's
like,
citywide
look at you
Wi-Fi.
with your 30 megs a second. That's cute.
We got too many country people.
Wait, what?
We got too many country people holding us back.
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina.
Plus, the companies
so we
don't feel
gotta-
like upgrading because what's the point?
Well, we got Destiny next week. You guys excited?
Over the moon. Pun intended.
Smrnov, you gonna be playing Destiny?
Probably not day one.
Day 0, gotcha.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Did you play the beta?
I did download the beta. I actually didn't get a chance to pop it in. I'm gonna gain some flack for this, but I'm not the biggest Halo fan in the world. So
Understandable.
I'll just leave that there and stop the hate mail early.
I'm gonna play it, but I'm not excited for it.
Yeah.
You know, after playing Diablo, I've come to the realization that Destiny isn't so much of an MMO as it's a first-person shooter version of Diablo.
That's cool. That lends some credence to it, or weight to it. But yeah, I'm behind the curve, right? I mean, I'm always, and I'm kind of happy that way. Is give a chance for things to get established a little bit or less busy. Yeah, we'll see.
Just as long as you're on Sunset Day 1, you're forgiven.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
I hope that one pans out. I mean, it looks pretty wild and crazy and fun, but you never know until you play it, right?
Well, it's probably just going to be like a zany Dead Rising, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Yeah, I think that's kind of the feel I get.
Which I don't necessarily mind, but I don't know. I'm kind of. If Dead Rising didn't exist, I think I'd be more excited for it.
Well, I mean, I can see that, but I also love their last game, which nobody bought, but but Fuse was awesome, even though it sold like 6,000 copies or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, we speaking of Destiny, we got a completion competition for Destiny that we'll be doing. First person to register gets 1,600 point card, or the equivalent. You know, Microsoft money now. It's all up in the air, but $20.
Did you say first person to register?
Oh, first person who is registered to complete the game. Sorry. Yes.
You mean you register and then if you complete it first? I think
Yes.
That's what you're going at, right? Yeah.
So not just any old.
He's basically, yeah.
Not
basically
it just
doing a
it's
first
not
to
just
finish
any
contest.
old. Yeah, it's first person to complete the game, get all the achievements, but it's first person who registers. So it's, not just any old first person on TA or first person, anything like that. It's first person out of the group that registers. And to register, just send your Xbox Live gamer tag to our email, drmgamecast@outlook.com. No entry fee or anything like that. Yeah. Should be fun. Smrnov, welcome to join.
Yeah, I'm not
you
usually
might
first
be a
to
little
finish.
held back,
I
but-
think I've been first to finish on one game ever, and I think that was like one of the Harry Potter games. I actually did the collectible guide.
Well, not playing it day one might actually not hurt you too much because it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
He's trying to talk me out of playing it.
I don't give a fuck about what you do. But all three of us will be in it. If one of us happen to win, which I highly doubt one of us will win, but in the off chance we do, we'll keep the prize for ourselves. No one else gets the prize.
What a dick.
That's so unrealistic that one of us wins, though.
I agree, but it's still, you're supposed to give it. I don't think we're supposed to count.
Well, I mean,
isn't that how most of these competitions are done? Like stores, like if you're an employee of the store,
yes, but we're not gonna win. I'm gonna compete, but I'm not gonna win. Is the point? Rand's not gonna win. You're definitely not gonna win.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, aren't you you're leaving or some shit there in like 2 weeks, or I don't know what you're doing, moving around or something.
That's beside the point.
Yeah,
I don't like the way I just got tossed under like you're sure as shit not gonna win. Hey, motherfucker.
Well, you don't even know if you're gonna play the game, so.
Oh, I'll probably play it. Mainly just because of you guys and the lack of other shit to play, because Minecraft and Dance Central just ain't doing it for me. What can I say?
Well, you could play NHL 15.
No.
No. Oh, Xbox only. Xbox One only, by the way, too. So, no 360, no PS4, obviously, PS3, PC, none of that. Just because we want to avoid, differences in the platforms. Maybe there's some easy way to do something on 360, but you can't do it on the One, so it's not fair for people on the One, or vice versa. Try and avoid all that. And obviously, modding and all that. It's a lot easier to do that on 360 versus Xbox One.
I hear if you tap the PS4 controller touch area the whole time you're playing, you get XP faster.
Yeah.
Do you own any other systems besides Xbox?
Up till this generation, I always had one of every console. I didn't get a PS4 just because last gen I didn't really end up playing my PS3 much. So the answer is no PS4, but most other stuff I've had. Not because I'm opposed to the PS4, just No. I did. I sold it.
Hey, just when Mario Kart comes out. Fuck this thing.
Yeah.
You gonna get that Call of Duty bundle?
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet looking console.
Yeah.
I like the controller. Controller looks good too.
It looks good when I half consider getting it. I wouldn't, but it's that shit looks really good.
I mean, Call of Duty's had some pretty good consoles on the platform. I like the Modern Warfare 2 one with the night vision mode and power-up sound. Yeah, I like that one. Even the black one on the old ones for...
Oh, no, that was the Modern Warfare 2 one.
Oh, sorry, that was Modern Warfare. I'm thinking of the 3.
Modern Warfare 3
It was one of the Slims.
Yeah,
the Slim. Yeah.
That was the one that was gray and looked kind of like it was war-beaten a little bit.
Yep. But the power-up sound was like the night vision goggles, right?
I think so. I had the Modern Warfare 2. I still have it. The big one. I remember I got that because that was the first one that had like the 250 hard drive or whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for the special edition consoles. What I'll usually do is trade in one of my other ones for one of those when they come out. Towards it anyway.
I want it, but I just know there's going to be a better one like next year or the year after.
The terabyte, now that I've gone external on the storage, isn't as big a deal. I was having problems on the other one, but now that I've got 2 gigs plugged in, or 2 terabytes plugged in, it's not such a big deal.
So are the load times that much faster?
I wouldn't say they're slower or faster. I mean, everything was installed to hard drive anyway, right? But the external storage seems to be about the same amount of time as when it was on the internal drive.
Oh, okay. I don't know. A lot of people said that if you have an external drive, the load times on games are faster. But
I haven't noticed it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Where's my Sniper Elite 3 DLC?
Yep. Well, that's all we got for this week. Thanks for joining us, Smrnov.
No problem.
Congrats again on your million.
Thanks for having me. No, thank you. thanks to all the other people who sent it. I think I got back to most folks. The only place I kind of got screwed was on Twitter because I couldn't scroll back far enough in the mentions. So.
Oh, really? They love me
on my
too
tablet.
much.
I could have done it on my phone, but I wasn't going to reply to everybody on the phone. So.
Was
Well,
everybody
there's-
positive, or did you get a couple of assholes?
Pretty much exclusively positive. Even on live, I think I got one message that was borderline not positive. But yeah, no, everybody was really positive, happy for me, and really, really good group of people. A lot of people who hadn't really gotten into Gamerscore before kind of noticed it and were asking me questions about stuff too, which was cool.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Inspiring.
I just figured there'd be
folks
some
out there.
people who be like, God, it's like, do you ever touch a woman? Like, I'm married, dick.
Yeah. I think most of those people, again, I think even at the thing they talked about, that I had a family and stuff, so I think that helps a bit. But yeah. I definitely don't fit the stereotype. I don't think of the, living at home alone kind of.
Oh,
People
no,
think
no,
it
no.
is. It's not that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there is that kind of stereotype. I remember a long time ago, I had like 70,000 Gamerscore. This is back in like 2006. I was playing like Gears, and that was 70,000 was a lot back in 2006. Yeah, and it was like, have you even seen pussy? I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay, I guess the one place where there was some negative, and I'm sure this would be shocking to anybody, was there was a Reddit thread about it, and people were a little, there were more negative comments than anywhere else.
Oh,
there.
imagine that. Reddit trolls.
On Reddit, I know,
everywhere.
having trolls on Reddit. It's surprising, but it did happen. So.
I wonder if the people on 4chan were also probably very, very nice as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But there were some actually positive people there too. Actually, the highest comments ended up being the one where people were. I actually replied to somebody just saying thanks and got some good feedback, so that was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Well, make sure you guys go and download some Minecraft. And by the way, Pandora says it looks great on Xbox One.
They put out a press release saying it's in glorious native 1080p and 60 frames per second. It's like, well, I hope so.
1080p pixels, boys. Go.
If Minecraft can't run 1080p and 60 frames per second, then the system's got huge problems.